Hello everybody! Today we are drawing the band Ghost. Now I've only recently gotten into this band. I didn't have the chance. I've been telling everybody that I've been talking to, oh, you know this band, and everyone's like, oh yeah, we know these guys. No one ever told me how cool these guys are. So anyway, I've only just recently got into it, and I'm really digging the aesthetic. It's such a unique, cool, interesting, fun, look, and they're so dedicated to it. I'm like completely obsessed with it. Anyway, so I figured, why not use this obsession to make something fucking awesome, right? So, forgive me if my symbolism is a little bit, heavy-handed. For the most part, I did a lot of looking at pictures of costumes and the background sets with the stained glass windows and all that stuff. Just really looking at the details and trying to pull from that to get my symbolisms in. So whatever. Most of the filigrees at the top and the little details are from costumes and Papa's robes. So here at the bottom, we've got, in order from left to right, Phantom Ghoul, Rain Ghoul, and Sodomizer Ghoul. They're doing a Baphomet, as above so below type of pose, because I thought that would look badass and awesome. And then here we are starting in with the ghouls in these little illuminated circles. I was trying to go for a stained glass sort of, highly intricated frame situation. And I think it turned out really fucking rad. I think it, I love a good border, a good heavy frame. I'm so into it. So that's what I've been doing in my art a lot lately. And I thought, this is so fucking perfect. This band is so perfect to have a wicked fucking frame. And actually, when I was, starting the, my development for this piece, I came up with the frame first, and then I was really struggling to figure out how I was going to draw, fucking Papa, the main guy. I had no idea how I was going to do that. Because, I was so focused on this frame and making it look really cool. And I was like, well, alright, I drew all my favorite little ghouls. Now I gotta draw the actual guy? You're joking. Yeah, I was totally thinking of that when I made a weirdly shaped frame. Yeah. So I really struggled with, what kind of pose I was gonna put Papa in. But, my main focus was on making the ghouls look awesome. These guitars were hard. Guitars are so hard to draw. Anyway, here in these little bubbles these are really where the symbols from the robes and things came in, the two parts that go down his front. I pulled some, most of these symbols from there as much as I could see them, because all the pictures that I had were balls and ass small, so as much as I could see them, I put them in there. And so I settled on a nice close portrait. I thought of doing, in my thumbnail sketches, I thought of having him kind of standing with in a kind of Jesus-y pose, arms out. But I thought, there's, with all the ghouls at the bottom just standing straight, I thought that would look boring as fuck. So I thought, bring it in really super close. Here's the sketch completed. So, bring him in close, make it very personal. All the ghouls and things are playing their instruments and, kind of performing. So I thought it would be weird to have, Papa doing whatever, silly, extravagant, religious-y type pose. Because everybody else has their guitars and singing and, whatever. So I thought, put him with a microphone, let him have fun with all the other kids. And here's the little filigrees. I think I also got these parts from the robes as well. And these symbols, yeah, it's it was really small. When I was drawing the Ghoulettes, you would never believe how hard it is to find like really nice pictures of them. I Googled and Googled and Googled, and like I couldn't figure out what if they had different helmets, because like how like Swiss Ghoul has a different helmet, Sodomizer Ghoul has a different helmet, like everybody else has different helmets. I couldn't find any information on if the Ghoulettes had different helmets, so I hope they don't, because I totally didn't give them special customized helmets like a jerk. My poor ladies. So recently when I've been doing like my sketches and my line art, I've been doing those parts in Procreate. Usually I would do the whole composition in Procreate, but recently at school they've been having us work on these really big canvases, and I've gotten spoiled. So this canvas is 11 by 14 in Procreate. If I try to color it in Procreate on 11 by 14, it's gonna give me 10 layers. And so what am I gonna do with 10 layers? Come on. So I do my sketching and my line art in Procreate, and then I do my coloring, which is coming up here quick. I do that in Adobe Fresco. So here we go. Wait for it. Finished line art. Ooh la la. Wow. Oh my. So what I did was I took it into Photoshop on my big pewter and colored in all the big chunks, all the big areas, just to have like things to clipping mask onto. And then I went into Adobe Fresco and shaded it and rendered it up. So that's what this footage is just the rendering. Sorry guys, I didn't think you wanted to see me fill in the big color blocks. One thing about Adobe Fresco that I don't really appreciate very much is that it doesn't tell me how long I've been like working in the canvas for. So I don't know how many hours this piece took. I know. Now this shocked me. Even I was shocked at this one. My sketch and line art canvas had 13 hours. 13 hours. Like, no way. I don't know if that's true. I honestly don't know that that's true. Get 13 hours? No fucking way. I don't know. If that's true, it's like, Jesus Christ. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Damn. So anyway, sorry. Got off track. With the ghouls, as cool and fucking awesome and rad and wicked as they are, they're basically all black everything, So I was really kind of struggling with how to separate the shapes. I went in with this heavy blue, like shiny light on coming from, the right side is a super heavy purple light, and then went in with some other details. You can see I brightened up the buckles a little bit and their horns, and gave them eye shinies and little shinies on their neckties or whatever. Here you can see I'm putting in a little effects, so I put some gradients in on my ghouls, and I colored in their hands, which really helped separating them out. And here's the, coming in with finishing touches, working up the filigree elements up there, giving the ghouls their nice backgrounds, working on the big backgrounds. And then, I almost forgot to do Papa's eyes. I had everything ready. Then I almost forgot to give him eyeballs. But, finished piece. Look at that. All my ghouls. Oh, they're so handsome. Alright, well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and I hope you come back for my next cool art video. Bye!